It's good afternoon to you all. By the name of Rutamus Abdunul, Fisheries Officer, Ladies Local Government. So today we are to talk about the fields of M&E, IT, records and statistics. So basically, these fields, we want to talk about the CV guidance, the resume, some career, what you should have studied, and the like. So as you know, our CV template starts with the personal information, then you go to work experience, then you go to education background, then you go to competencies and skills. So from education background, you go to certificates and trainings, then you go to computer literacy, then competencies and skills, personal attributes, hobbies, and then last you have is the hobbies, the languages, and the referees. So I think let's start with ICT. ICT, you have the first part is the personal attribute. Sorry, I'm kind of tired. Let me focus. The first is the personal information. Personal information is what you begin with in your CV. You put your name in bold. After your name, put in bold. Below that, you put your current position. Then you say IT support officer. Should be in bold and small letters. Then below that, you put your the name of the workstation, your current workstation. Below that, you put the PO box address of that workstation. If it does not have the PO box address, you put the name of the road where it's located, the town, the district, and the country, that's Uganda. Then below that, you put your contacts. Below, you put your email address. Then below, you put the sex, date of birth, and nationality. So that's what should be entailed in your personal attributes, in your personal information. So don't put something like marital status, religion, tribe, unless you're told to do so, because those cause some bit of bias, because some people work best with certain people. So from there you go to the work experience. Now for IT, I'll talk about some positions like IT. I'll talk about positions like IT support officer, systems analyst. These are positions that you'd be having in your CV. Network and database officer, yeah. Yes, those ones, So basically, when it comes to the work experience, you put your it's better I draw a table. To your left, a small column, you put the time period like 2023 to date. Then the other column, like around 2 columns, you put up position in bold. Down you put the name of that position, IT officer. Then below that you put employer. Then down you put the name of the employer, then the PO box address. Then below you put the roles and duties. Now for IT officer, the roles and duties you can put in your CV for IT officer: manage technology services that meet operational requirements. Another one, serve as the lead IT liaison with administration and staff to understand and interpret clients' needs. Direct and coordinate the local implementation of IT operations, projects, programs, ensuring alignment of IT services with the business needs. Another one, provide technical leadership on which variety of highly specialized IT project-related activities. Another one, review vendor contracts and coordinate IT purchases, that is hardware, software, and services. So you as an IT support person. Another one, deliver appropriate personnel IT actions and education and training programs to ensure high quality professional staff performance. So your fellow staff may need some IT trainings. You're the one to deliver it. Participate as a member of the IT management team in planning, problem resolutions, and reviewing company performance. Then the last one, maintain current currency of knowledge with respect to relevant state-of-art technology, equipment, and all systems. So as an IT officer, you should be having those roles and duties. So another job that that is in the field of IT, we have a network and database officer. So what does network and database officer do? The roles and duties: fully support, configure, maintain, and upgrade customers' networks and in-house servers. That's your first role. Install and integrate new server hardware and applications. Another one: keep an eye out for needed updates. Another one: support and administer third-party applications. Another one: ensure network security and connectivity. Another one: monitor network performance, that is availability, utilization, throughput, good put, and latency, and test for weaknesses. Another one: set up user accounts, permissions, and passwords. Another one: resolve problems reported by end user. Then define network policies and procedures. You can also put set up accounts, permissions, and passwords. That one is done. So the last one may be research and make recommendations on server system administration. So that is your role as a database, a network and database officer. So another role, another job or position you can have in IT, which I can talk about, those who are doing analysis. You can be a system analyst. System analyst, what are the roles and duties you expect to be having in your CV? Monitor and maintain and upgrade applicable technology systems in assigned area of responsibility. That's your first role. Write and maintain user report programs based on the needs of internal customers. Another one: support, troubleshoot, and upgrade applicable system infrastructures. Another one: provide project management for systems implementations. That is to say, designing products, programming, providing team leadership, testing, implementing, reporting, reviewing finished products, and tracking performance and data quality. So that's your role as a system analyst. Another one: provide technical end user support, including researching user complaints, researching issues, answering technical questions, and all assisting with the application revisions. Another one: supervise technical or support staff in case you have an intern. So system analysts, you have to supervise them. Participate in hiring, evaluating, training, disciplining, and recommending discharge as necessary. You as an IT, as a system analyst. Then the second last: develop a variety of applications, procedures, reports, scripts, all interfaces. So you as a systems analyst, you should be in the know of that. Then the last: monitor and maintain systems to ensure system integrity and security. So basically, those are some of the few jobs I can talk about in ICT. So you have seen how the roles and duties are broken down. So the CV of an IT, from there, from the work experience, remember you should start from a lower level. You go to here from maybe IT intern, then you became a database officer, a database management officer, then maybe you went to system analyst, then you are IT manager. So you should be having some career growth. So from work experience, you go to education background. Now I want to, cause the breakdown of the CV, it's common to all these, the IT record, statistician, M&E. So I want to maybe give the competencies and skills of the IT. What should someone with IT have? An IT person, when it comes to the competencies and skills, because remember you start with the CV with personal attributes, personal information. Then you go to work experience. From work experience, you go to education background. Education background, you go to certificates and trainings that you did. Certificates and trainings that you did. Like for example, an IT person, you can do a certificate for junior Android developer. That one is a good certificate. Another one, certificate in training, introduction to ICT, MSc Word, Excel, Internet Basics, and MSc PowerPoint. So you can have that level of education. You can do other certificates. So from your education background, where you put the time period, you draw a box to your left. The left column, you put the time period 2015, 2017. Then to your right, you write the education you attained, Bachelor's of Information Technology. Then below you put the name of the institution, the PO box address. Then you go down, you go to Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education. Below you put the name of the institution, the address. The same way with the USAE. So from education background, you go to certificates and trainings. From that, the next thing is about competences. Now, some of the competences in the IT field that you should be having, I'm going to give many, but put the competences that you can really define. We have system management, 1, database management, 2, computer networking, 3, programming, 4, operating systems, that's another competence, development, control, administration, and upgrade of systems, of IT systems, that is also yours. Troubleshooting, that's a good competence you should be having. Networking infrastructure, knowledgeable in networking infrastructure, knowledgeable in computer systems, risk assessment, risk assessment in case there's a virus and everything, risk assessment. Then we have disaster recovery. Should be having that if you're an IT. In case the systems all have crashed down, are you capable of doing disaster recovery? So that is what you should be having as an IT person. So now let me go to the statistics. Then I'll come back and conclude. From those competences, you go to personal attributes, which are general in all of you. Then go to hobbies, languages. Then go to the referees. Now, if we go back to the statistics or M&E statistics CV, you start with your personal information, your name in bold and capital. Then below you put your current position, maybe statistician, it's in bold and small letters. Below you put the name of the organization, below the address, PO box address. Then below you go to your contact, then email, then you go to your sex, date of birth, and your nationality. Then for the experience, those in the field of statistician, maybe I can start. You can be a statistician. Some you can do statistician and record something like that. So I'm going to give roles of a statistician intern, and statistician assistant. So for statistician, those who did bachelor's of population studies can go in for. Those who did bachelor's of economics and statistics, you can go in for these jobs. Those who did a bachelor's of science in statistics, you can go with that. And those even did M&E, and you have some good of statistics start. So for the roles and duties, maybe for statistician intern, those who have gone for intern, some roles and duties you should be having. We have supporting the team in generating, compiling, analyzing the quantitative and qualitative data. Another one, providing support in generating monthly statistics. Another one, updating monthly statistics with relevant input when needed, you as an intern. Another one, providing support to generate qualitative and quantitative data based on surveys and data generated from the database. Another one, assisting with interpretation and use of extracted data. Another one, staying up to date with the latest trends and technologies for data extraction analysis. Then the last one, performing any other duties as required. So as a statistician intern, you should be having those roles and duties. Now, Let me give some roles of statistician, what you expected to be doing. Statistician, if I told it's a certain kind of company, roles of statistician: 1, providing support to generate quantitative and qualitative data based on surveys and data generated. You have to do that. Then liaising with the departments to obtain data including production figures and costs, sales figures, as well as product supply and demand data. Remember, if I told you a statistician in these production companies, should be knowing that, how to do that. Then instructing departments on data submission requirements including frequency and format, you as a statistician. Then creating and maintaining databases using statistical software programs such as SPSS, Stata, AP Info. We have eViews, we have AP, yeah. So these are kind of statistics software the packages should be having. Stata, we have R, we have Stata, SPSS, AP Information, eViews, we have AP Data. Another one, ensuring data integrity by performing rigorous cleaning, error checking, and validation. So you as a statistician. Another one, performing statistical tests to determine reliability and soundness of results. Another one, contributing to the strategic planning by identifying industry trends and performing forecasts. So if it's a production or it's a company, you as a statistician, you should give forecasts using your statistics. Describing, interpreting, and summarizing conclusion, because you have to report to your managers. Presenting statistical findings to management in reports that include executive summaries, charts, tables, and graphs. Then the last one, documenting processes and keeping informed of the technological advancement in the field of statistical analysis. So as a statistician, should be having that. Now I think let me just give that bit of statistics, but also statistician can go into to be a researcher. Yeah, you can be a researcher, because basically you can do some bit of research. So basically, if I told you into statistics and you were to be a researcher, some roles and duties you expect to be doing: 1, if you're researching in statistics, coordinating with project members to determine research objectives. 2, working in accordance to project brief and delivering frequent project updates. 3, creating a plan of action and setting project goals and managing them to completion. 4, conducting detailed research of the intended subject. Another one, formulating effective research processes. Another one, designing surveys, questionnaires, polls, etc. Specific to research requirements. Another one, testing research methodologies to confirm intended purpose of evaluation. Another one, utilizing various professional sources to find and extract pertinent information. Another one, performing evaluative analysis of selected resources. Then the last one, documenting, reporting, and presenting research findings. So that is your role as a researcher, if I told you happen to take up the research field. Now, from work experience, you go to education background. As I've said for the IT people, you draw a table. To your left, a table of 2 columns, and to your left you put the period when you did these studies. Yeah, 2016 to 2021. Then to your right, Bachelors of Economics and Statistics, where this university, then PO Box address. Then below you put also the information for Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education. Then below Uganda Certificate of Education. But when you are giving the time frame and when you are giving the addresses. And from education background, you go to computer literacy and statistical softwares and tools. Below that heading, you put familiar with statistical packages or softwares of, we name them. We have SPSS, we have R, we have Stata, we have AP Information, you have eViews, you have AP Data. So you put we have economic views, yeah, which is eViews. We have the epidemiological package. So basically, you put the statistical software or tool or packages that you are aware of. You get the point, eh? So then below you put Microsoft Office package because it's part of computer literacy. Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, database. Then the last one will be internet usage competence. Yeah, that. Now, below that you put the competences and skills. Now, for the competences and skills for those in the statistical field, one, you have development and conducting of field surveys. That's one competence you should be having. Another one, data entry, data processing, data storage, and quality and data quality assurance. Another one, data analysis using statistical packages and systems. Another one, excellent file management and records management. You as a statistician should be having that. Another one, excellent error detection and problem solving skills. Remember, you're handling some, you might be having mass data, so excellent data detection. Even during analysis you can have mistakes, but you should have excellent error detection and problem solving skills. Then another one, data collection, data validation, visualization and management. That's another competence. Then another one, decision making using scientific problem solving skills. Another one, research and reporting skills. You as one in statistics should be having that. Another one, finance and finance management accountability, because most cases you're giving resources. Then critical thinking, creativity and adaptability should be having those roles. Then those competencies. Then ability to manage multiple priorities. Now let me stop there for the area of statistics. We shall come and continue, because from competences you go to personal attributes, then you continue like the rest, like in IT. Now let me go to records management. For records management, you start like how we say the two, like how we did the statistics and ICT. For records management, we have you start with the personal information. You have put your name in bold and caps letter below that personal information heading. You put your name in capital and bold. Below you put your current workstation. Let's say I'm archivist, yeah, bold. All I'm data entrant. Then below you put the name of the company, below the PO box address of the company. Then from that you write your contacts, email address, your sex, date of birth, nationality. Now then you go to work experience, the second heading, work experience. As I've told you, our CV has different topics or different headings: personal information, work experience, education background, certification and trainings. Then you go to computer literacy, competences. From competences you go to hobbies, language proficiency, then referees. Now here we are on work experience, the second one. Now for the field of records management and library information and the like, you can either be archivist, you can be records officer, you can be data officer, yeah, main roles and duties. You can be data operator, yeah, data entrant, yeah. So basically, let me start with maybe archivist, yeah. Anyway, you should be having some growth, at least from data entrant. You be data officer, data, yeah, you go on growing. Then archivist, maybe librarian, like that. So archivist, all the roles and duties you expected to be having, we have providing support, maintenance and management of the entire department of archives. 2, neatly arranging and organizing original and rare documents and manuscripts. 3, scanning and converting archivable documents into electronic data. 4, coordinating with other archivists in collection and locating rare documents and books. 5, maintain and management on-site archival collections. Another one, helping research scholars, students, historians, and journalists in locating the data. Another one, creating and managing inventory of rare books, magazines, and historical documents. Another, photocopying archivable documents into acid-free papers. The last one, developing safety protocols to protect archivable data, records, and documentation. So if you are archivist, that is one of your roles. Those are your roles and duties. Now, the roles and duties for data officer, because in records and data management, you have that, you may be having that role, that position. So roles and duties of data officer, we have creating and maintaining databases to ensure quick retrieval of information. Another one, developing record distribution and storage policies. Another one, auditing the information that is created and stored within the company. Another one, analyzing your company's information needs and developing procedures to ensure these requirements are met. That's beyond data officer. Another one, referring to policy and legislative requirements in order to determine the length of time the company records are kept. So you should be knowing what's the length of time you should keep them, because sometimes you may need to dispose of. Another one, referring to policy, potentially overseeing the transitions from paper to electronic management systems. Another one, improving record keeping processes and systems. Another one, being an expert user of record keeping processes and systems and providing training to staff. Another one, advising and communicating with other staff on records management, processes, procedures, and systems. And then the last one, providing administrative support for records management systems. So those are roles and duties you can be having as a records officer. Maybe one position I can say, we have a data operator. Is also part of that field. Data operator, one of the roles and duties you have to do: editing, processing, entering data, and distributing raw source documents. Another one, we are data operator, transferring data from paper formats into computer files or data systems using keyboards, data recorders, or optical scanners. That's your role as data operator. Another one, collecting, assorting, and verifying accuracy of data provided. Another one, ensuring data accuracy by comparing with basic documents to identify errors. Another one, correcting errors and organizing the information in a manner that will optimize swift and accurate capturing. Another one, performing modifications, edits, and dilations to database based on authorized and approved documents. Another one, retrieving data from database or electric files as requested. That is data officer. Another one, performing regular backups to ensure data preservation. Then your last role, sorting and organizing paperwork after entering data to ensure it is not lost. So those are some of the roles and duties of data operator. Now I will end with if you're a data entrant. Data entry. Okay, sometimes you can go for a position like data entry pharmacy technician. Yeah, those guys who have gone for medical records. So this one can be for those who have gone for medical records, because it's also in information and for those who have gone for medical records, medical information, something like that. So if at all you applied for the job of a data entry pharmacy technician or medical records officer, you can have some bit of if it's a pharmacy settings or it's a hospital settings but you're into medical records, you can have these roles and duties. One, adding and updating patient information to the pharmacy's files. Or it can, if it's a hospital, we have the dispenser. Two, monitoring and recording prescription refills and collaborating with pharmacists to ensure dosages, pill and counts is accurate. Another one, you must be oriented to keep prescription information in appropriate files. Another one, ensuring all records, both digital and paper, are easily accessible to pharmacy techs and pharmacists. Another one, processing claims for refill prescriptions, including resolving rejected claims and documenting the shipment. Another one, processing claims for refill prescriptions. Okay, I've mentioned that. Reviewing all reviewing all pertinent medical documentation from physicians and other healthcare facilities. Another one, assisting the pharmacists with the retrieval of prescription files, patient files, and profiles. Then other roles and duties of data entry or medical records officer. Initiating communication to prescribing practitioner or medical staff regarding prescription refill authorization requests. Then in absence of the fulfillment of a technician, assisting the duties of fulfillment of the technician, including but not limited to prescription processing, drug inventory, supplies management, monthly inventory, monitoring the fridge and temperature. You get the point. And humidity levels. Then the last one, we have another one, performing the loading and uploading of various stock items by lifting to and from the shelves. The last one may be maintaining adherence to company policies and procedures, department requirements, safety standards, and good housekeeping practices. So those in data entry in the medical field, those are rules and duties. Now, as I've said, from the work experience, then you go to education background. You draw a table, with two columns. To your left, you put the time frame 2021 to 2023. Then to your right, you put the name of the degree, Bachelor's of Records and Archives Management, down the name of the university, then the address. Then you go to another below, below you put the Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education. Then below you put the name of the school, the address. Then to your left you put the time frame. You go on with the Uganda Certificate of Education. Then down you go to computer literacy. If at all there's any software you use as data entrant, you put familiar in this data management software or data entry software, you name them. Then below you put internet usage. You put the Microsoft Office that you know, packages, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, spreadsheet. Then below you put internet usage. Now, those in records management and the like, one of the roles and duties, competence and skills. Competence and skills for your field: excellent file management. 2, accurate data entry. 3, records management. 4, knowledgeable in database management. 5, data collection, validation, visualization, and management skills. Then also data entry should be knowing some research and reporting skills, another competence. Another one should be, let me see, data entry, research and okay, I've done records management. If you data entry, at least you can be having some competencies from statistics, like development and conducting of field surveys. If at all you are doing data entry, then you should be having data entry, data processing, data storage, and data quality assurance. You should be knowing that. If you are data entry, you should be knowing data analysis using statistical packages and systems. You should be knowing that. Then we have excellent file maintenance and records management. Then other competence, excellent error detection. You as a those in data should be having that. So I think we have talked about, I think the only role I've not talked about, those in M&E. Those in M&E, I'll just talk about your role as monitoring and evaluation officer. Then we continue with the CV. So if we are into M&E, because you can come from statistician, then you go to M&E. For M&E roles and duties, we have assisting in the revision of the project log framework. Assisting in the revision of the project log frame matrix. That's your one first role as monitoring evaluation officer. Second, assisting in the development of the project work plan. 3, developing the overall framework for the project M&E. 4, developing baseline data for each project component and for all project indicators. 5, developing a plan for project related capacity building on M&E and for any computer based support that may be required. Another one, collecting data on regular basis to ensure achievement against the performance indicators. Another one, checking data quality with partners. Another one, maintaining and administering the M&E database, analyzing and aggregating findings. Another one, supporting project progress reporting, project midterm review, and final evaluation. Another one, identifying areas where technical support to project partners is required. Another one, identifying lessons learned and developing case studies to capture quantitative outputs of the project. Another one, providing advice to the supervisor on improving project performance using M&E findings. Another one, producing reports on M&E findings and preparing presentation based on M&E data as required. Then the last one, checking the monitoring data, checking that monitoring data are discussed in appropriate forum and in a timely fashion in terms of implications for the future plan. So as an M&E, those are some of the rules and duties you should be having. So as we have discussed up to the competences that are specific for all those 3 fields, okay, M&E, CIT, IT field, records and librarians, a bit of it, then statistics, all of those CVs. The next you go to personal attributes. Personal attributes, 1, all of you should write effective interpersonal relations with working groups and a flexible team player. 2, a result-oriented person that can work under minimum supervision. Never put I can work under pressure. No. The statement is a result-oriented person that can work under minimum supervision. Another one, open-minded to work in a complex environment and projects where time is a key. Another one, ability to identify, respond, and resolve diverse needs of clients. Another one, high degree of self-motivating and multitasking. Another one, organized, self-steering and methodological with a good prioritization. Another one, disciplined and dedicated to provide the highest standards of service delivery. Another one, friendly, approachable, easygoing personality with a positive outlook. Another one, creativity, open-mindedness and willingness to learn. Another one, excellent oral and written communication skills. Another one, ability to identify. I had already mentioned it. So those are some of the personal attributes you have to write in your CV. So from the personal attributes, you go to your hobbies. The hobbies that you should put in your CV, they should be relevant. Traveling for adventure, reading news, carrying out sports. Never put going to church, going to the mosque. No, those are not hobbies. Yeah, put good hobbies. Then from the hobbies, you go to language proficiency. You draw a table. In the first column, you write language, the heading. Then the first row, you have language, listening, writing, speaking, reading. Then the first column, Under language, you put the different languages. You put the languages that you really know, that you're versed with. English, you can put Luganda or Nyachitara, or then you score against them. Are you excellent? Are you good? Are you fair? Now, if you're very poor, if you are poor in the language, you rather don't put it there. Yeah. So, and the last part of our CV is the referees. Now, for the referees, you put the name, the title, their position, the contact, the name of the workstation, and then the paper box address. Your referee should appear in your experience, because referee is someone who supervised you. And most cases, put the referee that is in your field. If you're not IT, put the IT manager. If you're a statistician, put the statistician, is it officer, something like that, someone who's above you. Yeah. If you're a data operator, put maybe the data operator's manager, someone who, in case they are called, they can give good they can talk about your competence and skills, rather than putting someone who just knows that you come early, you're well behaved, you smile to people. But imagine someone whom you have put as a referee, and they are called, they talk about the statistics, they talk about the computer, they talk about the records, it's better. So you need to put around 3 referees, and you put a referee in the one you are in good terms with, such that in case they are called, they give a good report. Yeah. So that is the CVs for those 3. Now I think let's go to the application letter. Now the application letter, or the cover letter, it's always 1 page. To your right, you put your address. You start with your name. To your right, the address, your name in uppercase, in bold. Below it, you put the name of the workstation, but not caps lock, lowercase, but bold. Below, you put the PO box address of that workstation. Then below, you put your contacts. Below, you put your email address. Then you skip a line. Then you put the date. That's on your right. That is your address. Then you come to your left of that paper. You put whom you're writing to. Let me say to the human resource manager. That is in uppercase but bold. Then below you put the name of that company. Then you can put the address if need be. Then you skip a line. Then you write dear sir or madam. Never say dear sir, never say dear madam. Remember, this is a formal letter. Even if you know the sex of that someone who's recruiting you, say dear sir or madam. Then below that you write RE, application for the position of IT officer, or application for the position of records manager, or application for the position of statistician. Yeah, all in bold and caps uppercase. Then you skip a line. Then you write your body. Some of you make a mistake. You write things that are, I don't know, I saw this advert in the newspaper, I saw this somewhere else. No. Don't put Lugambo. Go straight to the point. Write this statement that is really, you be straight to the point. Remove the irrelevant information. It is with great enthusiasm that I apply for the position of IT, full stop. For the position of statistician, full stop. This, full stop. Then you continue. I hold a bachelor's degree in information systems from this university, hence attain knowledges and skills in, hence attain knowledges and competences in, then you will continue there. Yeah? I hold a bachelor's degree in statistics. I hold a bachelor's degree in records management from this university, hence attaining knowledge and competences in. Now, from that statement in, what you're going to write next, you look at your transcript. Your transcript for IT, for records, for statisticians. You choose 5 courses that you did in the whole of your entire years of study, that are relevant to that job that you're applying to. For example, this cover letter was applying for IT job, IT officer. Let me read the statement. Hence, attain knowledge and skills in computer applications, information systems analysis and design, business statistics, database systems design and manage and development, business intelligence and data warehousing, full stop. So you do the same with those of records and what. Look at what you studied, then you put around 5 to 7. Don't overload your cover letter. Then skip a line. That's the first paragraph. Then the next paragraph, you write your experience. You begin like this: my experience as an IT officer at this company, or my experience as a statistician or records officer at this, a records assistant at this and this. You write around 3 of your current job experience, just the positions and the places. Then you continue. Has given me my experience as an IT at this, IT officer, system analyst at this, has given me an opportunity to develop technical expertise in. Now there, you go to your competences you wrote in your CV. Systems management, computer application, system development, network security, connectivity. You write around 5 of the best competences. There, you write them in your application letter or cover letter that are relevant to that job. Remember that, relevant to that job. Write around 5, full stop. Because in your CV you have many competencies, but those relevant to that job you're applying to, full stop. Then you continue with this paragraph. Therefore, with this education background and work experience, coupled with my sense of organization, and detailed oriented approach to work, makes me an ideal candidate for this kind of job, full stop. That is your second paragraph. Then skip a line. Then you write, I would value the opportunity to join your team of professions where I could develop my skills further, full stop. You continue. For more information, refer to my CV, full stop. Then skip a line. Thank you for reviewing my cover letter, and I'll hopefully wait for your response, full stop. Skip a line. Then you write yours sincerely. Then you skip around 2 lines where you can sign. Then write your name. Then below your name, write your current position. Then below you write your current workstation. That is how your CV, your cover letter should look like. So I've handled those of M&E, IT, statistics, and records management. So make sure that you put a comment, and make sure you subscribe and share these links with all your friends, so that we can help our friends to really get guided in the employment field, and also have their dream jobs. Thank you, and enjoy your day.